Hey guys, Taeian here. I'm making the video for the teaser video that I did a few days ago for how to make TRT hair safe and testosterone usage and blasting hair safe without adding any topicals, no internal drugs, no finasteride, no minoxidil, nothing, and none of that. As I said in my teaser video, the only thing you change is the way you use testosterone. So this is the video. Here it comes. So I'll say what it is and then I'll break it down. So longer esters of testosterone than most people use. Not Test-E, not Test-Cyp, testosterone decanoate and longer. Is completely hair safe, proven in studies and proven in me using it in my hair loss clients who use other testosterones, TRT, etc. So let me break down how it works. So there's a really neat study that compared all different drugs like nandrolone, testosterone, etc. And they compared their androgenic and anabolic activity. And so what I found in the study that was very interesting, the longer the ester went, the less androgenic it was on those secondary sex characteristic tissues like prostate and so on. And testosterone decanoate, they were comparing it to nandrolone decanoate, and it was the exact same androgenic potency on those tissues. And so, and all the shorter esters were much higher androgenic activity. And so it was like, okay, this is the same androgenic activity as the longer ester or nandrolone decanoate. And we know nandrolone decanoate doesn't cause hair loss. Well, if you're a follower of mine, you know I suggest nandrolone cycles for those who get hair loss, and it doesn't cause hair loss. Doesn't matter the dose. People use 100 milligrams test can use grams of deca, no hair loss. So I started testing this out on my hair loss sufferers, guys who would get hair loss off 100 milligrams test or less, and so they can't even use TRT. So I had guys get off their Test-Cyp or Test-E, go to the test decanoate, bam, no hair loss. Obviously, it took a little bit to settle, a couple weeks, whatever. And then I've even had guys that would get off the test decanoate, go back to their Test-Cyp or Test-E, bam. Shortly following it, they start shedding again. They start noticing increase of hair loss, and their hair quality go to crap, and they're shedding again. And I've even had people now blast with testosterone decanoate, and the same thing like nandrolone. You can keep going higher, and because that longer ester, that higher androgenic activity doesn't seem to affect the secondary tissues. And again, this was backed by the studies with the androgenic potency. So everybody out there who uses testosterone and is having to take finasteride, and most people don't want to take finasteride for its nasty side effects, or even minoxidil, which breaks down collagen, causes facial aging. Just simply going to the longer esters of testosterone, we now have hair safe testosterone for you to blast and for you to use as TRT. The other benefit of this is that in those studies, they showed that the longer esters were actually more anabolic. Not just nitrogen retention wise, but they showed that it caused actual muscle growth when they killed the animals. After, like, the actual weight of the tissues was actually much higher. They gained much more muscle, times 2 to times 3 more muscle, not just nitrogen retention. What the study showed is even when they match, so it was all dose match, but even when they match the half-life, such as shooting short esters or base of testosterone or deca or so on, no matter how much you try to match the long esters, the short esters were more androgenic. So the attached esters to the drug completely changes it. I wouldn't say completely, but it changes androgenic and anabolic potency. So if you're going to use short esters, you're going to have a much androgenic fat benefits or side effects such as fat loss. And this is what many bodybuilders, pro bodybuilders, etc. have said for years, right? Many people always felt like they grew better on long esters and they cut up better on short esters, and people thought it was just a water retention effect. But no, the short esters are more androgenic, which will cause more fat loss, and the longer esters are actually more anabolic and will cause more muscle growth. So yeah, guys, test decanoate and longer esters if you want to keep your hair for TRT or test blasting. You don't got to use finasteride, any of that. Test it, and it's proven in studies it's androgenic activity. And so yeah, that's the answer. Thanks everybody for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, guys. I appreciate everybody supporting me, and I appreciate everybody who is on my website, Taeian.com, and subscribes to my forum and supports me in every way. So yeah, thanks again, guys. Take care.